Welcome back to Need for Speed Heat, my friends. Today, we have the 350. We are in the end game. That means it's time to build these cars into masterpieces. Let's get started. This is the car that I'm going to be starting with here. We have no visual customization whatsoever, but what we do have is performance customization, and literally it is possibly my favorite part of this game. I was very much into the visual customization. I have been for a long time, but this game took the customization and the performance to the next level, considering that we have engine swaps to begin with. Now, we currently have a 3.5 litre V6, as you already know, which is this engine right here, but we do have a 306 horsepower version of the same engine. I'm not exactly sure what that's from. We got a 3.7, we got a 3.8, which I know is the GTR engine, and that's something I'm seriously considering putting into this car. And look at how many engines there are, and there's a forged 3.5. I love that that's an option. I don't even know. We're going with this engine, 300k. We're down from the 3 million that I got last night, which is the only part that makes me quite sad. Now, we can easily bring this thing to max. Right now, we don't have the Ultimate Plus parts. That's the only thing we don't have. That's the only thing we need to do, which is high heat events, which is something I'm going to be doing in the next week. But I wanted to jump straight in with this. And we're going to make this a drift car. If that wasn't obvious already, we didn't have a proper drift car. So what better car than to throw drift stuff on this? Now, in terms of unlocking this car, it's quite simple, my friends. All you have to do is progress through the drift story. There are, in fact, only about 4 missions that you need to do. They're pretty simple to get. But once you do, you get a very stock version of this car for you to play around with and have a blast. Oh, you can't do the exhaust tuning, of course. That's kind of annoying, actually, because, again, this is something we should be able to do that on. It's a very simple thing. We should be able to put neons on and stuff. Those customization options, I think, should be available. But it sounds so much better than a normal 350. Anyway, we're going to try and carry on doing some stuff. So we're actually going to do some drift events, because I've not done them all. In fact, I've not touched really any of them. We've just gotten high enough level to do this one, so let's give that a go. Let's get our first drift popping. Oh, that was a bit of a cheeky slide to begin with. I want to test it first, you know. And these are some of the best roads to do the testing on. It's hitting that rev limiter, like we said in the video when we built the RX-7. Oh, baby, I think we can do it. Now, I know drifting is one of the things that I kind of messed up on the Let's Play, but we didn't build anything other than the RX-7, did we? It's a shame there was only 4 drift missions, because by the time you've built the proper drift cars like this, or a Huracan, which we will be testing, don't worry, I feel like it's already time to pack it in, end it. But straight away, you can tell I've got so much more control over this car. They say that drifting is harder once you get that thing leveled up, these cars leveled up. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I think this might actually be easier. Right, we're gonna see if we can get the drift games up, the points up, see if we're actually better at drifting than we were before. We've got 3 cars to play with on this game. The 3 cars that are actually the throwback cars. There is one more that is a throwback car, but I'm not massively intrigued about what that one is, to be honest with you. I don't think many people will be happy to know what that car is. So you already probably know. If you look at the car list, it is available in there. But anyway, let's get popping. Let's get going. If we fail this, I don't think we will. I'm a bit sloppy still. It's interesting. So there's something a little bit different about the drifting on this game that's not to do with the fact that now you have to throttle control. Because, like, let's be real, your Pants McGee has got throttle control on lockdown. When you stop drifting, it tries to grip, which is nice for getting 2 events, for example, or driving around in free roam. You want to get some speed up, you want to get some drift up in the events, but everything is want to get speed up. It seems to want to stop drifting sometimes, which is very bizarre, because in the older games, that was definitely not the case. In the older games, would be like, what do you mean you want to stop drifting? Stop? Drifting? Stop? What? No. You have to drift everywhere. There is non-stop drifting. It's a bizarre feeling to me for a drift car to stop. I love this corner. This is my favorite corner. Yes. Spin out what? I ain't doing no spinning out. I'm all right at this. Again, I do need some Honestly, I feel like I want to build a Huracan. Every time I drift something else, I want to build a Huracan. We need to actually feel how the Huracan is in this game. I know a lot of people are going to be wondering. So, you know, we've got to get that done. I know full well most of you were doubting me. Well, it turns out you were wrong. I know technically this wasn't a drift car in Underground 2. But it works as a drift car. A 350 is a... If everyone that drifts ever will tell you that a 350 is a perfect starting drift car. When you throw a slapping big engine in there, you can throw a GTR engine in and mod it out all you want. 1,000 million horsepower, whatever you fancy. I'm pretty sure it's totally capable of basically everything. I don't know if anyone else does this, but I tend to push the camera up all the time. I think there should be a higher camera option. I know there actually is one. I guess that technically was... No, that was the drift cam. This is the higher camera, but I want to push it even higher. I want a top-down camera for drifting. That's what we need, like Underground 2 style. That would make it perfect for the drifting. That should be an option, a drift cam. Damn. Proximity bonuses as well. I completely forget about those. This is properly back to Underground 2, isn't it? But you know what? I'm much happier with the drifting now. I think the drifting overall is much, much better. I don't know if I actually passed that. Did anything even happen there? I'm sure I passed that. I think the next plan is to do a night run in a drift car. Sounds awful, but you know, we gotta do it. Oh, it's put us in day. Map! Spin us! Get us into night. I've not taken a drift car in the night. Do you know what? There's so many things in this game that I have yet to properly try. And the reason, for example, this, I need to do these. I just don't want to do everything now. I'm very carefully throttling my way through it. And I'm off camera stuff, I'm getting money. For example, we got that we had the 3 million in the bank, and now we got not. But you know, next episode, next video, you're gonna see me. I'm gonna have about 20 million. You know me, that's how we do. The night race. Let's get it done. I think I've done this one before. I haven't done this one before because it would have said. I would say this feels like a very good... I just realized I'm doing a drift car, not drift car event in a drift car. Gotta be an experiment. We're gonna try. We can already see that I've got a little bit more slip on my wheels than these grippy boys right here, but... Oh my goodness. Yeah, don't bring a drift car to a race. Now this car is the recommended level. In fact, it's over the recommended level. Just for an idea, I've been winning most races about 30 levels. I'd say a 310 car is enough to win a level 400 race. This, however, hey, look at this. It's perfect. There's actually an area for me to do a quick skid around here. This is what the car is built for, baby. Yes, very nice. That would have been much better with a bit more power. Yes, always more power. I think one of the main differences about this game is that for one of the first times in Need for Speed history, we have to not just mash the throttle, we have to control, we have to learn to control the throttle and ease onto it and then control all the way through, not just at the beginning. Oh, I wonder if I can cheat a little bit. Live tuning, traction control on. No, it's still sliding. That's okay. Maybe it helps. Maybe it makes us slide less. Oh. Hang on. That's actually a really smooth slide. So it makes the drifting kind of easier. And there is a cop chase going on. Oh, interesting. That makes the sliding easier. You see, we're learning this game together. That's what I love the most about it. I'm already... Look how much... Did you see how much more control I have in the corners? Holy poo! We might actually pass one person before the end of this event. This is going to be amazing. There is someone right there. What did I just say? What did I just say? If you're a noob like me, put on traction on your drift car. Unbelievable. I'm also kind of semi-trying to avoid the fact that that cop is chasing that man down. And he's probably going to chase me in a second, isn't he? Oh, great. Great. And I lost the race. I actually want to cry. That's the first race I've lost. 6,000 reps for losing?
Watch yourself out there. I hear the cops are ramping it up.
Yeah, I can see that. That's kind of crazy. We learned something useful. Can you believe it? It's not just driving the 350 back again, but Learning how to play the game with the pants. Damn, that's an experience I will pay for. Here's the vote. Do you think we can lose the police? Oh.
The driver managed to outrun every cop out here.
I've never heard that voice before, but yes! Look at the drifting! Woo! Are there drifting at night? There surely has to be. Oh, there are! Yeah! Drifting at night. This is a much better event. Don't 50k? I could do this with my eyes closed. And I have just said this, so I'm now going to do this with my eyes closed. When I get to the first corner, okay? On the straights, I'm probably going to open my eyes. This is a corner, technically, right? I can't see! What are we doing? Oh! Well, I got 500 points. So that's a decent start, right? Okay, take it back. Maybe I couldn't do it with my eyes closed. Maybe that's another challenge for another day. But here we go. Traction control drifting down a hill. It's definitely harder to get points straight away. I would say you can get more points more easily if traction is off, but I think it's easier to look cool with traction on. So I might leave it on. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm super glad that we can turn it on and off. Yeah, it's a lot more flip-floppy, as you can see. Let's try some more downforce as well. That's something I did on the RX-7, and it managed to handle itself a little bit better. More downforce is always welcomed. The downforce, always on your drift cars. I say that. I've only experimented with rear-wheel drive cars right now. I'd say mid-class rear-wheel drive cars, because I've not really built anything 400 yet. And those things look absolutely ridiculous. I cannot wait to start building some of those with you guys as well. But I would say the 350 makes for a pretty good drift car. Much more so than my RX-7. Even though that's probably... It's really weird, I know. If you tune it, don't get me wrong, if you tune anything perfectly, you can get it right. But I feel like my RX-7 struggled quite a bit. With a bit more power and better tires, it probably would have ended up about on par with this. But, oh, yes! Properly sideways across the line. The 350, my friends, at night is actually pretty good. And let's go bank this now, because I don't want to lose the very minimal amount of rep that I just gained. I'm more worried about my money, because I don't want to know how much I would lose when I have this much. Is it a percentage? I actually don't know. It can't be, because I've lost 50k before, and I only had like 60. So, I would not like to find out. Okay. Anyway, thanks so much for watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed learning about the 350 with me. If you enjoyed, smash like, subscribe if you're new, and you know full well that the M3 is coming. Until next time, peace.